What's going on, everybody?
Hi, Santa. How are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. Good to get back on the computer. Time to good to get onto some networking events today. It was a crazy, crazy, great weekend with lots of fun and cold weather and lots of babies and lots of smiles and giggles.
Well, that's good. I think I saw just a couple of your pictures with taking pictures with Santa.
Yeah, I posted quite a few of them and gained some traction too.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's Mr. Kurt. What's going on, buddy?
Networking with Santa, VIP panel discussion, good times, holiday season, bitter cold, all the stuff of a winter wonderland, and taking our guesses if we're going to have a white Christmas.
Oh, we're white. We got lots of snow, and we're in a heat wave. And tomorrow's supposed to be 43 degrees in Brainerd.
Nice. 43, boy, you're going to be out there.
Considering it was yesterday morning when we woke up, it was 24 below.
And that's ambient temperature.
Yeah, yeah. So in 2 days, that's a 60-degree swing.
Wow, you go from snowmobile suits to shorts, eh?
Yeah, almost. Yeah, absolutely insane.
You got to do that for the photo value. Jump out there in shorts, take a picture, and then go in and warm up.
Yeah, no kidding. Let's see here. If they changed it right now, it's computer says 15, phone says 19. Yeah, 19 right now. And tomorrow is oh, hang on. Yeah, they're still saying 44 degrees tomorrow, 34 and rain on Wednesday in Minnesota. It's gonna screw up the things. They're just getting all the big ice houses out on the lake for fishing and seeing all kinds of posts about ice fishing and people catching fish and 10, 12, 15 inches of ice already on the lakes. Well, at 20 below, you're making a lot of ice.
Yeah, I mean, with 34 degrees and rain, hopefully the temperature holds on so that the rain doesn't turn to ice. You know,
Yeah, no kidding.
we don't want
So,
people driving around on hockey rinks.
yeah, no shit. So, did
Yes.
you have a good weekend?
Oh yeah, I mean, I kept it inclement. So with the bitter cold we're having right now, I just stayed indoors and did
How
consume it.
cold was it for you this weekend? And how cold is it for you today?
It's supposed to. I'm trying to think. I was just talking to Edwin about that. Trying to think what I found. If it was supposed to be like minus. Here, what is the low for today? Uh, minus 13. In an hour, it's supposed to be minus 13 degrees. And
So you're finally getting what we had yesterday.
yeah, thanks for the gift, Santa. You sent it our way.
Hey, Saturday morning I woke up at 6 a.m. and it was luckily it was only two below. I was way down in Owatonna, about an hour south of the cities, because I did a big autistic event for a lady that I network with on Friday night, and she was nice enough to put me up in a hotel room. And but my car normally sits in a garage all the time. So I had to get up and go outside and go, okay, plan A, if it starts, we're good. Plan B, I don't know what plan B is. But she moaned and groaned, moaned and groaned, and she fired up. So that was a good thing. And then I drove up to the cities And then I did 3 Hy-Vee stores, and it was just an absolutely blast, Kurt. And the giggle and the best part of the day was I had a 92-year-old great grandmother sitting on my knee, giggling and laughing. And the conversation started off with, "Well, Santa, I'm way too old to sit on Santa's knee." And I went, "Since when is there an age limit to sitting on Santa's knee?" Then she found out I was a truck driver, a retired truck driver, and she said I drove truck for 20 years too.
Wow.
So so that even brought in more of the conversation that said, "Get your buns over here. It's time to sit on Santa's knee so we can send a picture." So yes,
Very nice. Very nice.
lots.
So, so Kurt, how was Edwin? You said
Oh,
you talked to Edwin. How was Edwin?
yeah, he's as chilling as ever. Just he's in the captain's meeting. Just how was your weekend? How's the weather? He's talking about his daughter in Chicago, and getting all the news from Don Crumlin and Fareed and so on and so forth. So yeah, we had a nice captain's meeting, and he had his humorous banter going and all the things. So yeah, he's the Edwin we've come to know and love. Absolutely. Yeah, no, he
Good,
had
good, good.
yeah.
I,
So,
I
so
didn't mean to. I didn't mean to interrupt you with what you were gonna say, Kurt. I just thought I'd ask.
yeah, you don't mean to, you just do it. Yeah.
Kurt, Santa.
It's okay, not a problem.
Cole is on the way.
Coal is on its way, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah, the truckloads.
You know,
you find a way to make it really lumpy. I don't know how you find coal that lumpy, but that.
you've never seen them actually dig coal, have you? It does come out in chunks.
Yeah, yeah. My grandfather and great uncles were miners. Not that I don't know any stories about them mining coal, but yeah, you got me thinking about they used to do that.
Oh yeah, yeah. So yeah, it was a great weekend, and like I say, drove down to Owatonna and did an event. Excuse me, a little event north of actually Owatonna, a little town just north of it at a church function, and had a bunch of autistic kids there, and was able to spend some good quality time with each of them. So that was very awesome and very cool. But the power of networking. This is going to only grow to be bigger and better and more powerful an event. And where we opened up the doors. We even had the media there. Going to do a story in the local newspaper. So yeah, it was a not as big as she hoped for, but it was a very positive step forward in creating the footprint to only build from, you know? And so with her connections, she's going to introduce me to some very other interesting people that with group homes for autistic children and stuff like that. And I'm going to start reading stories. So we'll see where it goes. The old proverbial Santa's going to be broadening his horizons a little bit and sharing some more happiness and creating some positive stories so he can create some wonderful smiles to children of even a different format that's pretty cool, pretty awesome.
All
So
right, good stuff. Good news. Um, Wanted to just frame the timeline that we're embarking on here. It's December 15th, and Cinco de Enero, the 5th of January is going to be the next networking with Santa and VIP panel discussion. So, between now and then, a few weeks from now, it's going to be a lot to report. A lot's going to have happened. This is your heyday, right?
absolutely, it's been Another crazy weekend lined up this weekend. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So, and then Tuesday night, no, Wednesday night is it Wednesday night that's actually Christmas Eve? Yeah.
I believe
Monday,
so.
Tuesday. Wednesday evening is actually Christmas Eve.
Yeah, and Emily, we've got somebody booked on your show Christmas Eve, so we'll be on here at
Yeah, I saw the 31st New Year's Eve person. I have to go back and look about the Christmas Eve. Let me go look.
yeah, so yeah, it's 7:15 p.m. On New Year's Eve. We're gonna have a guest on here. We're gonna be doing this live streaming thing for Ability MK now and doing radio show
On New
production
Year's Eve.
on New Year's Eve. Yeah, we do our show every week. Santa
Oh, there
52.
we go.
Yeah.
I won't be reading my stories next Wednesday because I'll be a little busy.
Yeah, I hope you'll be busy.
I'll be a little busy. Yep.
You are the worker of the 8 billion people on the planet. Nobody has a bigger magnifying glass on, your shift, your Christmas Eve shift. All those kids and parents, like, they've got all these websites, like, where's Santa now?
Yep,
Where's
yep. And NORAD's the big one, of course, and they like to follow me around to see where I am and see what part of the world I'm at a particular time. So that it keeps me on task.
I guess so. I guess so. That's a lot of pressure. I mean, how do you do it? Like 8 billion people looking on, like, hey, is he doing all right? Is he gonna come through?
You
Like,
gonna make it?
Yeah, and
Is that
how is
tornado
rain?
gonna slow him down at all?
Yeah, and how is reindeers and elves and everybody?
The reindeer are getting fired up and they're still doing some training sessions and they're starting to put the sleigh back together. They had it all ripped down to the nuts and bolts to fine tune it and make sure it is tip top and 150% ready to go. And they're starting to shine it up, so they're putting it back together. So, we'll be test flighting it as of Monday and making sure that there's no last minute adjustments that need to be made. But the guys in the shop do a fantastic job of looking after all the details. It's not just me. We always say teamwork, Kurt, and in networking, it's all about teamwork. Santa relies on a team as well, and the elves and the Mrs. Claus and the little women elves that do so many different things. There's no distinguishing between men and women elves, and they all work too hard and work very hard, and they all do a fantastic job, just like the reindeer. People say to me, what's your favorite? Who's your favorite reindeer? Santa. And I go, all of them, because you can't play favorites. You got to love them all equally. They work very hard and they pull their hardest to make things happen. And, that's part of the teamwork. So we got another session of stories going on Wednesday night. And the amount of people that I talked to this weekend, they loved the idea. They said, we're going to join you up on Wednesday night. So we'll see how much people remember that they were talking to Santa about reading his stories Wednesday night. So we're going to have fun with that as we do every Wednesday night. And we're going to create some giggles and laughter. So don't forget that. There'll be all kinds of posts here in the next 2 days to remind people about Story Time with Santa. That's Wednesday night at 7 p.m.
Oh,
And that
no,
is,
oh,
go
then
ahead,
Santa.
Emily.
Then I was wondering, Santa, how's the Zach's thing coming together for next week?
We had a good discussion the other day, and he's a little worried because he says he needs some help. So I got to do a video tonight to help him promote to um, help people, encourage people to get a story made, get some memories shared. It doesn't have to be anything super fantastic. It's just a small video that we can start piecing together on the big picture, you know? So
So, Emily, what do you think about offering contacts can come on here? And because some people are just not inclined to come in and video their message and whatever. So, Emily, if you,
They like do it on their own. Like if somebody did it for them, they like record for them, they might do it. But like
yeah,
they record on their own. Is that what you're talking about, Kurt?
yeah, so would you want to have particular times that you'd be available? And if people wanted to come in and produce video, that you could record it and then load it up into Community Pay It Forward file server and take care of the technical stuff that some people, just don't care to do?
Yeah, if somebody is interested in that, they can let me know or let you know to tell me or something.
Why don't you look at your Calendly and then comb through it to make a list of which of your Calendly times you would open up to do video production, and then we can invite that out to say, hey, if you want to book, on these 5 times, pick one of these 5 times, and it'll come right into your Calendly, Emily, and then you know they talk, you record, and done.
that could be
Yeah,
a big help. I mean, there's a lot of people that, not quite sure on how to record videos.
yeah, or where it goes, or that kind of thing, like technology stuff. Yeah,
Well, you're saying you don't know what. I mean, Santa, you have the Community Pay It Forward cloud, right? That when you make your video, you know where to upload it to the cloud, right?
yeah,
I
but I mean,
believe
I'm
so.
just
Yep.
talking about like technology in general, like for people to record them on their own and
Oh, for other people.
yeah, just
Yeah.
kind of yeah. That's sort of what I was referring to.
Like in Santa, I heard you say that. I'm like, wow, you produce so many videos. You know what you're doing. Okay.
I had a camera go on me out on me the other day, so I had to pull up my backup camera. It's like, wow, it's like these 4K cameras. They last about a year, and then they want to go.
Oh,
And
jeez.
so yeah, that wasn't good. So luckily, there's the wonderful idea. Make sure you have backup equipment, especially with the amount of videos that I'm producing and stuff. So,
Yeah, I like your background, Santa, right now.
well, that's thank you. Got to change it up every now and then, and it is that time. It's almost time for So I found a few different ones to let's see if I've even got another one on this format. Because I did. Let's see. I do. I have this one. This is the one I was reading my stories to for the longest of times. You know, and I got. Yeah, that's all I've got on this. I could, but that's okay. It'll still work.
Hey, Emily, I got a little Wisconsin Christmas trivia for you. I'm gonna.
Oh
What
boy.
you'll know why I call it. It's not really Wisconsin, but I'm giving it a twist. But the question is, what is a female reindeer called, Emily?
Oh jeez. Do I want to know? Uh, uh, I'm not sure.
Because you'd be inclined to be like with deer, a doe, a deer, a female deer, but a female reindeer is called a cow. So I'm going to be promoting that
Oh
because we're in
no.
Wisconsin, and if it's called a cow, so you have the cows we're used to in Wisconsin, but apparently if there is a female deer, we also got a cow. So that must be how we have a heck of a lot of cows in Wisconsin. 'Cause we
Maybe.
have female deer and
Well,
then runners.
You have to have all those cows to produce all that milk so you can get all those cheese heads with their, hats going.
That's it. That's it. Yeah, and Wisconsinites like their deer hunting, but
They do.
Oh, yeah, they
fox,
do.
not, so, but yeah, I don't know how many reindeer that we see here in Wisconsin. I know just about 12 miles from me, there's a property that takes care of a reindeer. So,
Oh,
Oh,
there's quite a few. There's quite a few. Well, I know in Minnesota, I think there's like four big reindeer farms that rent out reindeer to different festivities, even in Minneapolis. And I know there's a couple on the western side, and I know there's a couple on the eastern side in Wisconsin as well. So, you know, you can pull up reindeer farms on the websites and you can see where they're renting the reindeer. So you can go see some real live reindeer happening in Wisconsin.
yeah.
Absolutely. So what did you do for excitement this weekend, Emily?
excitement. Um, what did I do? Oh, I had a uh not sure if I told you or anything, but I have been working at a um uh uh store that sells like young like little kids clothes and that kind of thing.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. It hasn't been that long, but yesterday on Saturday we had a like a kind of a work like Christmas party kind of a thing out at a Asian restaurant. And so that was kind of my excitement.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very good. That means that, yeah, no, I won't say that. I was gonna be nice and throw another dig in for you about Mr. Kurt there, but I'll hold my tongue.
Well, boy, it must be to my benefit the time of year it is. You're you're nice lane here.
So, what's the big plans for Christmas, Kurt?
Well, my sister, I'm going to be picking her up a week from today from the airport. My brother is yet to tell me when he's going to be in town, but
And where do they live?
my brother lives in Solon, Iowa, with he and his family, but he's got grown kids that are different places in Iowa. And then my sister lives in Allen, Texas, or the Dallas, Texas area. So that's where my sister's flying in from. So the Solon crew will drive in, make the 4.5 hour trip from Solon, up to Germantown, Wisconsin, by my stepmom. So yeah, I pick up my sister from the airport, and then we all get together and do some Roscoff, Rascal, you know, wise alecky fun, and
Well, I can
Festivities
only
and the
imagine.
shenanigans. I'm sure it's a high priority of the shenanigans.
I can only imagine what happens. Your family gets together, Kurt.
I don't remember if I told you the story from last year. We went to an Irish pub, and my brother, he's a little bit of a shyster, and he's a wise guy, but he's also, you know, he's got a he's got an appetite to talk to strangers, and stuff like that, so he's not a stranger danger guy, but he was talking to this guy, he was ordering a beer, and he got a banter going with this guy. Well, he ends up sitting down next to this guy, and they just kept on a talking and a talking. And I don't know if it was like 20, 25 minutes later, all of a sudden my brother finally comes to our table where our family's at. And he just sits down and he's like, wow, I just heard, like like a real devastating story. Like, you know, he's like, I
Yep.
would challenge you to, you know, to find anybody with a more, like a sadder story. I forgot. He kind of had a nice twist in wording, how to put it, but it
Oh
was that
yeah.
thing. I challenge you, Kurt. To go around and find a, just kind of an amazing sequence of events that just is like so unfortunate. An unfortunate series of events because this guy told him about why he was in Wisconsin. He's not from the area, but he had to travel up to take care of family business and stuff like that. And just the series of events this guy told him, it was like something out of a movie type of thing, and was so much to it they probably wouldn't even put that much in a movie. It was just too much.
Right.
So he sat there and let this guy bend his ear off, for let's call it 25 minutes, and then he comes over to me to make it a challenge, and I actually forgot about that challenge. I was gonna cultivate a story more ridiculously unfortunate, but I lost track of the challenge, so I'm gonna have to go back unless I can come up with something in a week. I might be out of luck and not be able to outdo him. So we'll see.
Right. So you weren't sure if he was pulling on your thumbnail or this guy was actually telling the truth.
I mean, I'm sure with my brother, there's a little bit of, kind of exaggerating and whatever, but I'm sure
Well, if
there was.
he's any much of a character like you are, I'm sure there was more of the twist of the story than he was actually letting on.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. He didn't seem to be inclined to, get into the entirety of it all. But I think I mean, the way he was sitting there for 25 minutes and watching the body language and how the guy was humped up on the, like belling up to the bar and like, looked a little deflated. And as far as I know, there were a few deaths involved, a few of them, recent deaths. That it was kind of a sequence of events, like three people
Really?
this guy's life in some sort of recent time, and that was part of why he was coming up to Wisconsin to take
Sounds
care.
like that. Sounds like that country song where the guy bellies up to the bar and has a drink with the old man, and then all of a sudden, never met the guy before, but he saw it and drank with him all night long, and then a month later he's flashing through the obits in the newspaper and sees the picture of the old man. Well, the old man was a millionaire, and he left them all his money, and the family was all ticked off because the family never spent any time with him, and this guy sat all night in the bar and uh, and talked to him and paid attention to him. So he left all his money to him.
Yeah, maybe that's a little bit of my brother's shtick. Maybe he's trying to, open up some opportunities and see if he gets willed into anybody's life. We'll see.
Absolutely. Wow.
Oh, I'll have to tell him. I'll tell him. I'll tell my brother Mark. I'll say, Mark, Santa's on to you, man.
Yeah, I can see through the lines.
Right. Oh, that's
And the
great.
lines are blurred.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it being in a bar situation, I'm sure those lines were pretty blurred, Emily. You're probably correct on that one.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Blurred and the speech was slurred.
Aha.
Vision blurred and the speech slurred. Hey, that's the makings of a song, Emily. You'll have to put that into suno.com and see what kind of a song it generates.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're all
no
kinds of
kidding.
quite so you're all quite the rhyming there, Kurt.
Oh, that's it. I mean, people remark about my rhyming. I'm like, I'm as close to heaven on earth as you can get. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, USA. I'm Kurt Roscoff, aka Special K, here to brighten up your day. So let's get underway.
Yeah, and you and your
That's why you don't
name,
quit your day job.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
and you're naming things, Kurt. Some of the names you've come up with.
Yeah. Mark Balin calls me the guy with 1,000 nicknames. So it's adding to the special K because K is a symbol for 1,000. So
Yep. Yeah, no kidding.
Uh,
So let's see what else did I happen to me over the weekend. I had a string of babies yesterday morning of between 4 and 8 month old babies, about eight of them in a row. And it was like, you guys all related or what's the story? And they all came up at the same time and it was funnier than heck. But of course, the babies all cooperated. So that was kind of cool.
they probably all got the same memo. Like Santa's here, they're all gonna.
Yeah. Oh, and then of course, four ladies on a girlfriend's weekend away, and they walked by and they said, "Hey, Santa," and then they went and had breakfast, and then they come back and I said, "Okay, ladies, what a great way to finish off the weekend by sitting on Santa's knee, and then you can really say that you can tell the stories that you were actually met Santa." And they went, "Well, no," and then two of them said, "Yes, I think we should." And all of a sudden they're over there sitting on Santa's knee telling stories. So yes, I have a way of not letting people walk by me without saying hi, and then once you say hi, then you can develop the relationship, the conversation, and next thing it goes back to the story. I think I told you this last time, Kurt. Last year I was sitting at one of the Hy-Vee stores and I'm talking and these two, as they were, two sisters were walking by and, "Come on, ladies, you got to sit on Santa's knee and remember like you were when you were kids." And, "Oh no, we're too old for that and we can't do this and we can't do that." And I said, "Since when?" And as it turned out, they were two sisters. One was 71 and one was 73, Kurt, and they end up both sitting on my knee, getting a picture taken, and they come back three or four times within the next 45 minutes, giggling and laughing, going, "We've been talking about how much fun we had with you, Santa, and we're giggling and laughing. It's going to be the highlight of our Christmas year season, and we're going to tell all our family that we sat on Santa's knee and we got pictures to prove it." So, it's sometimes you have a conversation with people and then all of a sudden they're loosening up, going, "Yeah, we can do this. This is actually will make us giggle and laugh." And folks, that's what it's all about right there, is sharing those wonderful memories and creating the new wonderful memories of giggles and laughters and what you did with who and what and where and why. Except when you're curtain, you can't discuss it because then you'd have to, probably slice your neck or something.
Yeah. so, so I've got a project for Emily.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, right. So Emily, are you ready for
Okay.
this?
Uh, Depends on what it is.
Well, I think what we need, Emily, is I think we need Santa TV.
We need Santa TV.
Yeah,
That
so
that would be cool.
Emily should get with Anthony. Mark,
Well,
and
Kurt, I was just thinking, if Santa, if you hadn't already, any of your videos if any of your videos that you like out on TV or something, we can get them out onto like nonprofit TV and whatever. Hi Sue Raskoff, if you can talk. Oh, she may be driving or something.
all right. So what do you think, Santa? Are you interested to get some of your videos out on global streaming television?
We could do that. Yep. Someone else said that to me the other day too.
Yeah, so we have a cloud service that it's kind of like what Zach is doing, where you take your videos and you load them up into the cloud.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
Anthony with Nonprofit TV, he created one of these. Here, I'll put it in the chat for you if you're able to hang on to that.
I'll put it on my list of
Something happened where it didn't take the right link here. Oh, I know what happened. Here, let me get back. Let me get back to that. Copy, paste. There we go. All right, so there's that link. So if you go to that link and Didn't give me the hyperlink form of it, but that's the gist of it there. So yeah, if you go to that address and let it open up the page, you'll see where you got a button to click like you do on a lot of programs where you can upload from off of your desktop. Oh, there, Emily's got it too. Yeah. So yeah,
And
use,
what's it called?
and all of a sudden you got Emily set. If Emily knows, and if you know Anthony, if you got communication with him, Anthony could
I
use.
don't think I've met Anthony.
Oh, Emily, are you able to create a friendly Santa's helper introduction to Anthony and Santa Papa John, and kind of make this a thing where maybe announce to Anthony, "Hey, Anthony, we're gonna work on a gift for Santa."
Yeah. I'll tell him that he's going to be getting stuff from Santa. I'll put it from Santa and see what he says.
Oh my gosh, he'll get all excited. He'll do a dance around the house. Oh my gosh. He'll,
Because I met on the Mark TV is in conjunction with another guy, and I met that other guy the other day, and he was telling me,
Eric Zulli or Anthony Sardelli?
nope, nope.
Oh, well, Mark's meeting a lot of people, so I don't know.
Who is Mark affiliated with that's actually got more viewers than Mark?
That's Eric Zulli.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
met Eric the other day on a Zoom.
Yeah, so what I did is Eric was hosting, or he might still be hosting, but he removed me from the meeting while I'm in the show. I put in the chat, though, before he removed me from the meeting, I said, hey, if you're trying to get on the nice list, Santa's, on for you. And I put the YouTube link to this live stream, and then I put the link to the Zoom, for the Easy Way meeting that was going on, and inviting people to jump over here. So if you met him, I wonder what he thinks of. If you looked at it, put it in the chat. I don't even know if he paid attention to it. He was trying to run a meeting, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he had about a dozen of us on there. So.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, he's a promoter. He's got the Easy Way app, Easy Way Network, Easy Way Hall.
Well, I've you got me signed up to that Easy Way platform, and then the next 2 weeks that thing has been happening, I've been busy and I haven't been able to get onto it. So
yeah, he's running a pitch party this Thursday, but I don't know. You're deep into it this Thursday, or you want to make it to the pitch party to share with everybody what you do at his pitch party? That's going to happen.
yeah,
That'll be 5 to 7. It's a 2-hour window of time, so I know 6 to 7 you're normally on break time, but
yeah.
if in that 5 to 6 window, if you wanted to have any minutes in there, and the thing that is to have your Easy Way profile ready to go, and then that's what he likes. He likes you to have an Easy Way network profile, and then you put your link to the profile, and then that generates engagement on the Easy Way platform. But that way that people can connect to you and get the gist of what you're doing is through
I marked it down on the calendar, so if something else doesn't pop up, I'll they put it on.
Emily would be able to, and then plus I got it here. There's a link that we use to help invite people and help make it more convenient, to make it. So here, I'll do that as another link here in the chat. So then once you get involved, you'd be able to do the same. When you network, you'd be able to invite them to the VIP pitch party with Eric Zulli and the crew.
Right.
So yeah, I got it in the chat for you. So through that invite link, you'd be able to register, and then that kind of gets you diving into, if you want to, if you stick with it. I mean, you can register and then just come Thursday and that's it, or you can stick with it. You can keep poking around the platform and get your profile set up too. because once you set up your profile, then that's where we get these links to the Easy Way Pitch Party. So, and he holds them every couple weeks.
Okay. So I got that written in my notes already, so that's good.
Yeah, so he must wait a few weeks after this one because a couple weeks will be New Year's Day, and I don't know that he.
Christmas and New Year's Day, yeah.
Yeah, because the rotation will skip Christmas, but then his rotation would fall into New Year's Day, and I'm doubting he'll do New Year's Day, so I'm guessing he'll. I don't know if he skips a rotation or if he just skips a week, because that makes a difference. If he just cancels a meeting in the rotation, then that means we'll be waiting until 4 weeks from now before the next one. But if he just skips a week, then it'll be in 3 weeks. So I'm learning. I'll learn how he comes into the new year with his every other week rotation.
There you go. Cool stuff.
Yeah. So Sue's over in the background. She's got to get ready for hanging with Brian Gibson and the Project iHeart crew. About a
Yep.
half, they'll be on Restream. You'd be welcome to hop in, Santa, if you want to do that for any minutes today. Get in there.
I'll see what I can do. It's been a couple of weeks, so I should get back on there, but I'll see what Mama's got planned and I should be able to do something.
Yeah. So yeah. Either way, I think I'll try to make sure that if there's a chance to mention about the invite for videos, we can have people contact us if they like the idea of getting videos in that show. But I was in the meeting today with our leadership huddle, reminding them that Project iHeart can have a video on there. So I'll have to keep with Sue to see if we can make that happen, have a Project iHeart video.
Oh, and Kurt, I guess I can wait until after the the one of our people, Kurt, the audiologist, I think had given a couple days, like the next couple Mondays, to maybe be on. So I don't know which day you guys wanted to do it, but and say more later. I didn't want to, whatever, since we're live streaming right now, but just to let you know.
Yeah. This is the time of year where anybody who is, you know, liking the idea of hanging on a Monday evening will take them because, it's actually a tougher time through the routine ways to find guests. So, yeah, any particular situation where somebody wants to come on Monday with Mission Monday, Project iHeart, yeah, bring them in. So, yeah, because we are in need of guests.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. There we go.
So, anything else to report, Santa? Anything else? How does Santa spend New Year's Eve? Like, what does that look like?
We usually sit back and relax, maybe have a nice big steak and then watch maybe a couple movies and just relax.
So recover a little bit from the Christmas
Oh yeah, because
Christmas trip.
it's gonna be a crazy time, and it's been pretty busy. I've had a lot of different visits this year and a lot of new customers, and still doing stories. So, in fact, I just got a request for a story today that's still in the book. Still got time to create stories for families and customize stories. So yeah, it's gonna be a busy day. So yeah, New Year's Eve, sit back and relax, watch a couple movies, watch the ball drop in New York, and then bunch of old farts, go to bed after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to ask you is, I don't know if you know offhand, for Wednesday, between, oh, I think I know the answer. I was just going to ask you about 6:30. Well, 6:30 to 7:15. Like I say, I know you're on break starting at 6, so I don't know if before 7:15 if you might be done with your break, but if you had any time, I'm going to say between 6:30 and 7:15, and I know on the 6:30 side you're probably in the middle of it, but just wanted to let you know we're going to have four exceptional guests, and they're coming on to the Zoom on Wednesday at um, at 6:30, which is 45 minutes more than what we're used to. And Sue and I we double booked ourselves. We're going to be with my Shertel relative doing some Christmas caroling, and
Oh
we
yeah.
had set up that Sue typically, helps the guests starting at 7:15. So we made it with this Christmas caroling that we had to be on her show at 7:15. But then all of a sudden, these four, we're talking about the Commodores and saxophone players and singers, and so these performers that are doing 100-year commemoration of BB King.
Oh really?
Yeah. So we're gonna have four of the performers on with us on the Zoom on Wednesdays. So you're welcome to
This
come.
this this
Cammy.
this Wednesday.
This Wednesday or Christmas Eve Wednesday?
This Wednesday, the 2 days from now, this
Okay,
Well,
Wednesday.
I
so
do my
because
stories at 7 o'clock.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, you have your stories at 7. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
okay, Kurt remembered.
That's
Kurt
right.
remember. Kurt remembered David Quick was going to be on too.
Yeah. So
David Quick had scheduled, so I don't know on Calendly. So
Rick is we're going to take a look at being a musician, an entertainer, doing events. Kind of there's technology that can be at play when you have to do that kind of stuff. When you're running your band, performing your music, mixing, and all the stuff. There's a technology component to it. So David Quick, I reviewed
oh,
with
and his AI thing, yeah.
yeah, the AI thing, and we know he's got his book, and so forth. So we're gonna put it together where that they're talking about a show, music, entertainment, a venue, da da da.
Okay, so Kurt, are they going to be on Ability MK now? Like, has Sue? Have you guys given him the guest agreement, or have they done the guest agreement, or whatever? Or are they still doing that?
Now we got to follow up with Tony. You remember Tony that we met through Richie and Ori with
Uh-huh.
before New America? So yeah, he's the one that brought it to us. TNT Films.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There you go.
Yeah, so Santa wanted to cue you in that if yeah, I mean you're probably got all you can do to get on for your stories, but if there's something where in that half hour prior, if you ended up with an opportunity, you can. Otherwise, I think the idea, Emily, is more the other way. That maybe there's a way we can show these guys what Santa does. Starting at 7.
Okay.
Are you going to be available at 6:30?
I might be able to, if I get my stuff all organized and ready to go for stories. I might be able to sneak on for a little bit.
Yeah, and even if it's for a few minutes, I think the guys would get a kick out of it that they're getting a
Yeah.
hell of Santa. So Emily, how about you? 6:30 for you, Emily, or what's your story?
Uh, hmm. Well, I can maybe be connected at the same time as my autism group, but I could maybe come in and say hi, but I don't know if I'd really be able to uh, say much until like after the shows, but or
Yeah,
after at like 8. But
yeah. So if you're able to connect at 6:30 and do
so are they doing both shows or just the one, Karen?
both shows,
Okay, so then I maybe could able to say more after at the THC Today show or something.
yeah, but are you able to connect to look over the Zoom? Michael Hummel is going to be on there at 6:30, and are you able to look it over technically, visibly, just to kind of make sure everything looks to be running okay?
I could maybe be connected to let anybody in or anything,
Okay.
but technically I'll be in my other meeting starting at 6:32. So But I could be connected on my other device to let anybody in.
Yeah, because I'm going to be singing, I'm going to be Christmas caroling, and we're going to be trying to spread Christmas cheer to those who can tolerate my voice in their ear.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
that that could like the pulling of a cattail or something.
you know? Yeah. Yeah, the reindeer tend to go the other way when they hear my singing. So yeah.
Right.
And their ears kind of frump down and their tail kind of tucks under, it's
There you go. Absolutely.
uh
They're like, what's this music? Or what's this noise?
when I'm with the carolers, I say I'm here to, really emphasize how good you are.
Ah, there you go.
Uh, oh yeah, it's all fun, follies, festivity, food, whatever we can get. Yeah, we're going to be meeting at a custard place, so we're going to be eating hamburgers and onion rings and French fries.
Oh, at one of those restaurants that you don't want to say the name, but it starts with C.
No, it's not Culver's. It's Cops.
Oh,
Cops. Or Pops. I'm sorry. Cops is a different one. Pops. This is Pops custard.
House is closed. We're just meeting there.
What's that? It's closed?
Yes.
Oh, it's a vacated business. They're out of business, you're saying? Or yeah. Yeah, I guess Pop's Custard went out of business. So I guess we're not going to be having burgers, onion rings, French fries.
you got to go plan B now.
We are. Oh, Santa, you know my plans. She just said we are going to Culver's. We're meeting at.
They are. We're going.
See?
Oh, we're going home because we're not going through the drive-through.
I don't have time. I gotta get back.
We're gonna be racing back for the show. I guess we're gonna Christmas Carol and then get right back in for the former Commodore, entertainers. So
There you go.
emulator.
Fun. Wow.
Boy, all of a sudden I got hungry and I'm starting to worry now. Am I gonna go hangry tomorrow? I'm not hearing how. I gotta think this through.
Yeah. Talking about, I just got a text message. Are you available on Christmas Day? Yeah. So I'm
so,
still getting last minute, messages.
so you
So
had a book Christmas Day? Is that what I'm hearing?
for
Yeah.
pictures? For pictures?
Yeah.
Nice.
Go to someone's house for a visit. Yeah.
Well,
It's actually about 10 minutes away, just north of town. So
Well, that's not bad. Only 10 minutes.
Yeah.
wow, that is good customer service. That you, you're subjecting yourself to possible complaints.
oh,
Garrett, what are we gonna do with you?
take his is it therosis? No, that's not how you say it. What's the word I'm looking for, Emily? That you can pick different words.
Thesaurus.
It's not a
Thesaurus.
dictionary.
Thesaurus.
Thesaurus?
Thesaurus, yes. Got to take that away from Kurt.
Now that you
Take the dictionary and thesaurus away.
Yeah, yeah.
now that you say that, it is kind of sore, Santa.
And take his chat GTP away because I'm sure that helps him create some wonderful words and some sentences that he wouldn't normally say.
True.
No, I am constantly looking for the digital feeds here. You got it.
Absolutely. So, Emily, if you know any activity directors for group homes for autistic children or adults, I'd love an introduction because, I'm going to be starting to read stories to those type of places after the new year, and I'm looking for more.
Okay.
So if you know of anybody that
What
runs
about
group homes,
there's somebody that is with the chapter for the Autism Society that, is there a way to, like, with their communications to, kind of have this offer, put out for that, through their communications with the society?
Possibly I could maybe say something to him, but I know Santa and he's offering to come and read stories or virtually or whatever.
yeah,
I don't know, some birding, but see what
Yeah,
they say.
it tends to be what these organizations tend to like is to coordinate. Like, you want to make sure they want the email, but they tend to then will ask for an email, and then you give them that expected email, and
yeah,
then they take it from the email because then they don't have to think of how to say it or
right,
misrepresent what you're inviting or announcing. But if you
yeah,
can make an announcement for them by email, but yeah,
yeah,
Emily, make that they'd want that email. Santa can put that together, email him, and then you got to
absolutely,
like that, or you'll never connect it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she's got the earmuffs. It's a heat wave. Tell Sue. Oh, it's dropped since we've talked. It's now 14 degrees.
Yeah, those are actually a headset, audio headset
Oh,
with
those are headsets.
yeah, and it's got noise canceling. But she's tuned into our Zoom, so she's listening to us on her
She doesn't
headset,
have
and then
Kurt canceling audio effect.
you figured it out. Yeah, so talk about selective hearing. They got devices for it now.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Oh,
So,
yeah, Sue likes her gizmos, that's for sure.
wonderful.
So Sam, I know we're coming up to our end, and I know you're busy. But if you had any time tomorrow between 1 and 2, uh, we have somebody named Keisha who's doing a little bit of a presentation about leads and
One,
something. Here, do you want to say more about it? 'Cause I don't know if I can explain without looking up her description.
1 to 2, I have another meeting set up.
Oh.
1 to 2, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, she
Just a thought, but yeah.
yeah.
can connect you maybe offline from this, Santa, because she does. You know, she could like put you in a video animated. That's her thing, like to make. Like how explainer videos will be kind of like the cartoon characters, like the AI.
What's her name?
Keisha King.
I know her. I've had a one-on-one with her, and it was so cool when we did our one-on-one. She had an animated Santa dancing around behind her, and I'm going, "That's so freaking cool!" So yeah, I've talked to her a few times. She's a wonderful lady.
Yeah, we'll have to work something out. We're trying to collaborate and co-market and
Oh
co-produce,
yeah,
or find clients and whatever. But
yeah,
maybe we could lead her into being Santa approved, and kind of creating something like that we all could do to promote your program and your work, and she gets promoted at the same time. That'd be cool.
huh. Yeah. What have I got going? Huh. All right, guys, it's 6 o'clock. Thanks for the chat. This has been fun. And of course, we covered some very interesting topics and we had fun. We giggled.
Final thought. I noticed you were saying something on mute.
Oh, I was just asking. I was asking how Mrs. Claus was, but hi to Mrs. Claus, Sam.
Will do. Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon.
Thanks, Santa.